And Trimmy, are you here? Are you taking a shit?
Yeah, no, I'll top it.
All right. We are live. Welcome to the Woken Weird podcast, the show where everybody is now currently caught up on Titan, which is why Jake is not here. He wasn't invited. He begged us to come on to the show, and we just had to say no. I mean, that's just how it goes. I am joined by my lovely mates. We have our producer, Tim. How's it going?
Hi.
We have Kade Runner 2049.
Thank you for addressing me in that name. I love it. I might have turned something on inside of me.
Oh, really? You're very welcome, by the way. It'll never happen again. We have Reverse Grandma. I almost made it, Kemper. What's up?
What's up?
How's it going? And we have the most lovable man around. We have Trimmy, all of our favorite persons in the world.
Trimmy!
What it do, baby?
Beans, what the fuck?
Beans, what the
I feel like that's the most projection we've got out of Trimmy ever.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I'm super fucking proud of that already. Yeah, so we got a fun tonight. Pretty short one, if we do add. We're tired boys today. So what's happening in the news, fellas? What's going on? What happened this week, or past weeks rather?
Sinatra. Oh.
Ooh, so much.
Oh. What's up, Kemper?
Yeah, go ahead, Kemper. No. You
Okay,
go.
I was gonna say I think the Grammys were yesterday, but
They
no one
were.
really cared.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, the Grammys were yesterday. I liked a video of Dua Lipa dancing on TikTok, and then TikTok took advantage of my horniness, and now she keeps popping up on my feed. Big Brother's watching.
Oh no. First off, who the hell is that you just mentioned?
I would try to name some songs, but like that is
You're a TikTok star. I
musician.
Okay.
It's the song Say So. That's the one I know her from, I think, right?
What did you say?
Oh, no, wait, that's Doja Cat. I'm fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Well, you're stupid regardless, but that's okay.
Good one.
Sick burn.
Happens.
Yes.
But yeah, so the Grammys, like, are there any like notable awards that were won? Like any notable artists that won shit? Or
Bro,
I have no idea.
I literally did not know this happened until Kemper said it. Not even kidding.
Apparently, Beyonce won another Grammy.
Did she even come out with anything?
Probably not.
Like when, like,
Yeah.
I found out on TikTok, right? And when like all the comments are saying, when was any releases like when was in this podcast right now? How many of you actually like listened to Beyonce this year or last year?
I've never listened to Beyonce.
I don't really.
In my
Yeah,
life.
I don't really listen to. I'm not a Beyonce stan for sure.
Me either, but like, apparently she got a Grammy.
I mean, if Single Ladies comes on, I'm gonna do the jig. You know,
White
That's
boy
a classic.
card.
But that was years ago.
right.
True.
But like anyone else, were there like any good bands or anything? Like I literally know these awards happened yesterday.
Best breakup went to Daft Punk.
Shit. All around me are familiar faces.
I got it.
What's up?
Harry Styles won best solo performance, I think. He's been popping up in the news because he's really becoming more flamboyant. I guess I'll put it that way.
So he's gay now.
He's not gay, but
he's probably
probably gay.
I don't know, but he's been very like he wore like a woman's dress for a promotion or something like that, and then he's just been very flamboyant. That's just how I can best way to describe it.
I mean, when you write a song called Watermelon Sugar, it kind of just goes down from there, you know.
Hi.
Well, yeah, whatever he's into. That's cool. That's fine. I'm sure Vicky will be stoked that he won a big award because she loves him. So
we don't kink shame here at Woken Weird.
No, we do not.
No, we don't.
You do you.
Because we're the wokest and the weirdest.
Except for
Before we
P.
go-
Don't do P.
Yeah, don't do shit player P
That's
play.
where we stop you.
Yeah. I also kind of kink shame weebs a little bit, but you know, that's a personal thing of mine. And it's actually my kink to kink shame kinks. So
nice little puppies. back there.
Kinkception.
Hold on, I got some of the winners pulled up here. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Good call out. But anyways, so the Grammys happened. Oh shit, boys. Oh shit. I wrote something down I completely forgot about. Icarly is getting a goddamn reboot.
Yes,
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yes,
But
Jen-
Jenny
Jeanette
McCartney is
McCurdy.
not returning.
Jeanette McCurdy,
That-
not Jenny McCartney.
Is
Sorry.
horseshit.
Yeah, she like,
What the
doesn't like-
fuck?
She like doesn't like acting anymore, so I mean, I don't
Does she?
blame
I
her.
feel like she has a YouTube channel or something.
She's like married to an NBA player. She doesn't need to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
she has a podcast on Spotify. It goes in more into like mental health and such because I forgot it was Dan something who was the producer.
Dan
Dan
Holder
Schneider?
fighter. She's a
Yeah.
fighter Schneider.
Basically, he pulled another. What's the director's name? Who's in Defeat again?
Tarantino.
Tarantino.
Tarantula
If you
Tina.
go back and watch like old Nickelodeon shows like Zoe 101, iCarly, and like other stuff, you'll see like shots of just bare feet. Of,
Yep.
Like them messing with feet.
No,
And
okay.
so,
So before this iCarly news came out, right, this whole reboot thing, I actually found out this morning before I went out while I was getting ready for work. So Vicky and I get to choose a show to watch, and we each watch it, you know, interchange night to night. She chose iCarly, and like just right, and that this was like weeks ago. So like the fact that this is happening now is like blowing my mind. But there was a scene in one of the episodes we were watching a couple nights ago where they literally like draw faces on their toes and like put them up to the camera like
that's
this,
the one.
and I'm like, dude, this is
Yeah,
really
my
uncomfortable.
I think it happened.
Kid show.
I think it happened 3 times in the show. Of like just bare feet.
Mhm.
Anyway, there's been like a lot of allegations against Dan, and I think Jenny
You could do it.
Jenny, right? No.
Jeanette.
No,
Jenny.
No, nobody correct him. Just butcher the
I'm
name.
not gonna correct it.
Fuck
Please,
you guys.
we're gonna have that. Be the new bit.
Sam from iCarly.
Yeah.
Like apparently like, she suffered from like mental abuse and I think sexual abuse, but it hasn't been like gone through. That's why she hasn't came back because she doesn't.
Okay.
want to
Super
face that.
weird how there's feet things on iCarly.
No, like I said,
Yeah.
that scene with the toes, I was like, I kind of,
Mhm.
Feet. What the fuck?
Cade. You can take about 20% off of that fucking reference, all right? God
Yeah.
damn it.
But iCarly could have kept going, but because of that allegations, they stopped it early.
Oh, really? Is that why the show got canceled? I didn't even know it got canceled.
Well,
I
it stopped.
watched the show,
They just made the ending happen quicker than
Oh, okay.
canceling because they didn't want
Wow.
that publicity on that.
That show was I remember when I was a kid, that show was super popular.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I remember.
And it
I
kinda
never really watched that show.
I did a little bit, like here and there, and I stayed for Spencer, the older brother.
Spencer
Oh, yeah.
is so
And going-
fucking funny.
And going back, yeah, Spencer's the best character. And like going back, we were like the first episode, and she's like, "Yeah, and here I'm living with my 26-year-old brother," and I went, because I'm older than Spencer. I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! No fucking way I'm older than Spencer."
Yeah,
But yeah.
They live in a 3-floor apartment in Seattle on an artist's wage. Like, come on.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, their dad is like
Well,
all
yeah,
a fucking Navy admiral on a submarine or some shit, if I remember correctly.
so
So,
that kind of pays for it.
Mhm.
I mean, I've been like my friends and I have been rewatching. We're halfway through season 2 right now, and I've just been picking that show apart hard. Like every issue they run into with iCarly, like with Neville or whatever, can be solved if they just pre-record their show and upload it. It's everything they run into is just pre-record it.
What's funny is that show actually kind of predicted the whole content creation. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, YouTube was a thing back then because that was like what, early 2000s.
But they were
Like-
live streaming. It
2007.
wasn't recorded.
Right.
2007.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So they kind of predicted the whole live streaming content creation thing, which is
Mhm.
kind of cool when you think about it. But the circumstances behind the actual show's creation is kind of fucked up now. Now that I know that.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing pictures of him like awkwardly hugging
There's,
young
like-
children, and I'm
like,
like, okay, all right, guy.
Like, I remember there was, like, a behind-the-scenes, like, video camera, and he would walk around, and Sam from iCarly would purposely step back away from him every time he got close. And then there's just this, like, this awkward video angle where he just kept going closer and closer. And just, like, it's,
Towards
like,
their feet.
awkward. Like, it's like, dude, come on, like...
On the money. What the fuck?
Wasn't she like 20 years old when that started though?
She was-
They were kids.
I
They
think
were
like
like
16,
young.
17.
They were no, I think they were younger than that. I
Yeah,
think
they were.
like
They, in the
14 or
first
so.
couple of episodes, they look real young. Like,
Like 13?
yeah,
They
I'm think-
got to be around that age.
yeah. I'm sure they got older as. I'm not sure. I'm positive that they got older as the show go on. Don't fucking mind me. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, Miranda Cosgrave was 14 when they started.
She was also on Drake and Josh, right? She was
Yeah.
the sister, if I remember.
Drake and Josh is a banger of a show.
Yeah, Drake and Josh is the fucking real
Mhm.
banger here. I wonder, is that on Netflix? I might have
It
to
is
give.
Hulu.
I might have to give that a couple watches here and
It
there.
is.
episodes.
It is not, but it is on Paramount Plus, which has like
That's
every
on-
show from our childhood.
Should be. Drake and Josh should be on
Does,
Hulu.
does Paramount Plus have Nickelodeon?
Yes.
Yeah, because
They
it's
got-
Paramount Plus is CBS, so they have Drake and
Wow.
Josh, Zoe 101, Rocket Power.
Ooh.
all that.
Ooh, I fuck with Rocket Power.
Rock-
Didn't they say for
Power
a
was
second
my
they were bringing
fucking
back
show.
Zoe 101?
It's
Mm.
rumored.
Yeah, that was like a thing
really?
for a minute.
It's
Yeah.
rumored. I think they're in negotiations with contracts, I think.
That's a show
I
that got
like-
canceled because she got pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And there's a theory that Dan Schneider is the one who got her pregnant. Just a
Which one is
theory,
that?
but
Ooh.
that's the guy we were just talking about.
Oh shit.
But we
There's-
can't forget about the OG show, The Big Time Rush.
Oh, God.
I was too old for that.
I sadly watched it.
Dude,
and
my
the memes are great.
my favorite screamo band is Big Time Rush.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're just good.
It's all about camp rock.
Did anyone remember the fucking called the Naked Brother Band show? Naked
Ooh.
Brothers Band.
I
Oh my
always
God, that was so
Cringe.
cringe.
I thought this
Cringe.
show was a fever dream, honestly.
No, it happened.
No, dude, it's all about Ned's Declassified.
Okay, banger of a show right there.
Banger.
Okay. All right, that's a banger of a show. Also, I was younger, but my sisters watched it. That's So Raven.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
I
was
watched
in
that
that
shit.
Disney. That was in that Disney era. Yeah, I was heavily invested in that show for its great writing and characters. You know,
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie. Oh, are we going to cartoon? We can do a whole
We can do
segment
a
on
whole
fucking
thing.
Cartoon
90s
Network's a whole
cartoons.
different
Yeah,
story.
Let's stop before we
Yeah.
get this out of hand.
Tim, I would like an update on the stimulus package if you have one for us.
So we're getting our $1,400, and it should be. Kade is, for our audio only listeners, he is exposed to us, the weebness. But anyway, so yeah, like IRS says payment should be processed by the 17th. But like some people have said that they've already like gotten it, but some people forget that banking system is when the Treasury sends money, has to go through the Federal Reserve banking process, and it takes some time for it to process it to authorize those payments. So anyway, long story short, we're getting payments this week, and if you don't get them or you don't see them, check your taxes, and it at the latest should be next week.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
You know what that means? New PC for you, boy. Let's fucking go. I know we've been talking about it for months, and it's fucking finally happening.
Yeah.
How about a new microphone?
Hey, hey, Mr. fucking what the hell kind of laptop does he have again?
Chromebook.
Chromebook, motherfucker.
Bro, I didn't even want to buy anything, and then you guys are like, oh my god, you have to get a camera. There's no way around it.
You could have at least bought not a Chromebook. At the very least.
Well, I didn't think it would like self-destruct every time. It had to put
True.
a camera on.
Because it probably has a potato as a fucking damn graphics card. So
Well,
That's more processing. But yeah, probably not the best. Anyways, moving on. So does anyone want to shed some light on the recent Sinatra scandal?
I don't
Sinatra of Overwatch League fame and now Valorant fame?
I don't know too much of it, so
yeah, basically, so if you don't know, Sinatra is a professional esports player, and he got popular from the game Overwatch and played in the Overwatch League for a few seasons, and now he's one of the best in Valorant and currently plays for who? Kemper?
The Sentinels.
Yep.
The Sentinels esports org for Valorant. And
He was the MVP of the Overwatch League for the season 2, right?
yes, he was. Yep. He
For
was.
Cisco.
Mhm.
Yeah. But last week, his ex-girlfriend put out a very lengthy statement on Twitter, including screenshots of text messages and such, basically saying like she spent years of like mental abuse and physical abuse as well from I think his name's J1, I think, but
Yep,
I'm just gonna
that's
call him Sinatra for
Mhm.
namesake. But yeah, and so basically she dropped the entire ball on him, like with all of these allegations, and I believe the Sentinels suspended Sinatra at least for the time being until the investigations basically confirm whether or not he did do these things. But Sinatra is actually fighting back. He's cooperating with investigations on these allegations, and he's trying to prove that these allegations aren't true. So right now it's not too much information, but basically we're just waiting on confirmation whether or not he did or did not do these so-called shitty things to his ex-girlfriend. So
Right.
we'll see.
He
I kind of
came out on Twitter saying, "Oh, go ahead, Tim."
I kind of want to play devil's advocate here. It's not uncommon about Sinatra's behavior towards other people. Like, he would do, like, trolly things, maybe, right? Am I correct? Like, his behavior is, like, a very toxic...
I watched his stream a couple of times. He never really seemed...
He, at first, yes. He did do some toxic shit online, like, whenever he was playing, but I don't know if that characterizes him as what he is as a person. But even then, like, he got like so much better in terms of sportsmanship and just being less toxic online.
At least he's
I don't know how he is in person, but at least online, that's how he was.
At least this investigation isn't like a Dream Casper.
Oh
yeah, fucking Dream Casper. Oof, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah.
But well,
like continue. I don't really know too much. Like, do you guys?
They said,
think
not XQC. Sinatra came out on Twitter saying how he has like a recording of the conversation between his girlfriend and him. So that's what he's gonna use in the investigations to fight back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't release it to the public, as far as I know. I probably would have heard it by now, but he's definitely planning on fighting back. And if these allegations are false, I heard it's gonna take there's like supposed to be an opening of a Valorant women's league. I don't know if she's on it or something like that, but they said the accreditation for women's leagues are going to go so downhill and even delay if these allegations are false.
False allegations are fucked up to begin with. I feel
for sure.
It's so bad. It's such a bad situation. And like, there's tons of with fucking Twitter. There's so many allegations now. Throughout the streaming world. A long time. It's been a long time now, but it doesn't really feel like it. But Dr. Disrespect, he was like the biggest Twitch streamer, got banned, and a lot of people thought it was for for allegations such as that. They haven't really said anything or confirmed anything as to why that happened. Even now, it's been like almost a year, and they still haven't said why he got permabanned from Twitch. But
Also,
like, there's so many other things. There's like the Super Smash Brothers community. There were like 6 or 7 different sexual allegations in that community alone, and then it's just running rampant through these. So a lot of them are true in that Smash community, but I know there are several like in both like I've heard like stories in college sports and esports and professional sports, like celebrities, like the whole Johnny Depp situation with what's her name, his wife,
Yeah.
with that psychopath.
Amber
Amber Heard, that psychopath of a woman. And like I feel it's so horrible like that. I think that it should be, false accusations should be fucking judged just as harshly.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not saying that he didn't do it, and I'm not like, I don't know what the fuck happened. She could be telling the truth and everything. All right. And then, I mean, like, my full sympathy goes to her. All right. But nothing's set in stone yet. But I'm just saying this is too well timed for her to come out with allegations as he's about to. There's a tournament that he was about to play in, which is like really big for Valorant.
It was the fucking major of the split.
Yeah, and to have him not, she probably, and like you saw with Johnny Depp, like he was dropped out of movies that he was like going to be working
The next
in.
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah. So I mean, I see like the same thing. She wants to get back at him for, you know, maybe he did say it was a shitty relationship and he admitted to it being toxic, but then that's why he said he has like proof of whatever the fuck happened. So I'm just saying it's a little too well timed for her to come out with that, like a revenge type of allegation. That's it's the same pattern. So I mean, we don't know, but that's what I saw.
Yeah. And sorry, go ahead, Tim.
I think it's interesting that he's fighting back, because normally in these situations, the guy would just
they kind of just go quiet,
to saying that they did something. But I'm having a hard time, like, I'm giving him the better of the doubt because he's fighting back, you know. I don't know. It's such a weird situation because like Kemper said, like it's too timely into the situation.
It's convenient. It's a very convenient time for
Okay, you were about to say something
like that. Sorry, kid. Go for it.
No, you're good. Oh, I was just touching back to like this happens a lot in like college sports and everything like that. This is not counting how many times false accusations I've landed like someone to be incarcerated.
Oh yeah,
or falsely incarcerated. Like for example, the I don't know if he won or not, but there was a guy who sang on America's Got Talent last summer, and he was falsely accused of a rape charge 37 years ago, and he was in prison for 37 years. And then DNA freedom. And then like he's got the fucking voice of an angel too, and like he blew everyone away. And I don't know if he won or not last year, but like that's just one. Like that's one that got out. Like this is not counting that the amount that are still, you know, like locked behind bars for no reason. It's fucking ridiculous.
Currently, does anyone know, is there some for a false allegation? Like there has to be.
Can you say that again? Your mic completely took a shit.
Okay. Does anyone know if there's like any actual like is it bad again?
No, it's okay. Keep going.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
If there's any legislation for like punishments for false allegations?
Some states, I think.
It depends on what state they filed it, because different states have different like certain guidelines. We're not not financial. We're not lawyers. Do not take this seriously of what we're about to say. Just wanted to preference that. Like some are basically like you get prison time for it. It's like equal of the same punishment as the person would get, because you're ruining someone's life, career by doing that, especially in a public setting. And then some is just paying a major fine for all the legal fees and wasted time and such. So it's like depending on serving time or fines, basically.
There needs to be a certain amount of thresholds a person has to cross in order, like, if say for example I wanted to get back at somebody and falsely accuse someone, like just say, okay, are you sure you're accusing this person of this? Because if you're wrong, then you're going to face this amount of prison time or whatever. So like they should definitely be like, okay, make sure you're fucking truly accusing this person correctly, like, or face the fucking consequences.
But Twitter, people think before posting on Twitter. This is a well-known fact. It's been a well-known fact for many years now. It's just crazy fucking situation with Sinatra. Sure.
Like, I don't know. It's also like annoying to where, like, some people think you can get away with it, because there are some people who don't get away with it. But it's, again, like Kade said a while ago, like, there are some of those situations where someone was falsely accused of something that happened years ago, and they stayed in prison for years, and now they just figured out. So like it's just like there needs to be a better system. We can go the whole rabbit hole about divorce, but like it's like almost the exact same thing, kind of, at least for accusing or trying to take something from the person.
Fucked.
Yeah. How about you, Trimmy? What's your take?
Yeah, so obviously there should be penalties. It should be this. If you falsely convict somebody, it should be the exact same as what the person would be getting that you're convicting them of. Like, I remember, I don't know, like, specifics or anything, but there's that thing on Reddit that was, like, 2 girls falsely accused a guy of, like, raping them or something. He had to spend, this is like a high schooler or a middle schooler or whatever, spend his whole summer with an ankle monitor under house arrest. And they just said, yeah, we made it up. Like, I don't know if they got jail time or anything, but like just to do that, like that's a big issue. And that's not to take away from like anybody that's actually gone through it saying, hey, this person did this to me. Because those people are like fucked up that'll falsely accuse somebody. I don't know. Sinatra, you're right. It's a whole tricky situation. I don't really like giving a whole opinion on it because I don't know what's right and wrong. Very, very, very tricky situation to like even talk about, really.
Right. Yeah. Especially when social media is fucking involved.
Oh, Twitter.
It becomes a whole cesspool of despair and darkness.
Right now, it's just best to be on the fence until something's confirmed. So.
Yeah. Exactly. Like Kemper said, if something happens and it does incriminate Sinatra, like all my condolences go out to the girl that's the victim in this situation. But on the other hand, I have no remorse if she's just making this shit up or trying to get some clout from it.
Fuck Sinatra if it's true, fuck her if it's false.
Right, so, correct. Simplistic way to put it. I like it. So, I think that is what we have for the news. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. I hope you guys like this ad, you fuckers. And we're back talking about obesity and food chains. So we figured we would have a fun little conversation about time travel. Ooh. And specifically, in particular, we're talking about what would you do if you had 3 charges on a time machine, right? What 3 things would you do? What 3 places in time and place would you go? What would you do? So with that simple premise, I think we're going to have a really interesting set of answers. So let's start with Kade. What the hell would you fucking do?
Are we going to go around, like, I'm going to say 1, and then it's Kemper, and Tim gives 1, Trimmy gives 1, and then, like, we go around? Or do you want when we give all 3 of mine at the same time?
Let's do all 3.
Yeah, let's just do all 3. Fuck it.
Oh, good God. I didn't even really think. Shit.
Dude, we had so much time to prepare. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, I think it's essential that I would have to go back 66 million years ago to see some dinosaurs.
Okay.
Like even though that's like hella fucking dangerous because
radiation
just straight up like the meteor. I would go back 67 million years ago. Or actually, you know what? 69,420,000 420 years ago.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Just
Just make sure you bring a hazmat suit because the
Yeah,
fucking
wouldn't you die?
rays coming down onto the surface are fucking astronomical.
Yeah,
Okay.
wasn't the Earth uninhabitable because of the atmosphere that it lived in? Like the oxygen was different, so you just die. Wasn't
I
that
mean,
the-
technically, that's why you need a sealed, contained suit. We're
don't-
wearing quantum suits from Avengers Endgame, okay? Just think of it like that. You're completely safe.
I don't fucking care. I want to see some dinos.
Yeah.
So as you're melting, oh, cool,
Yeah.
dinos.
Your body's just like, okay, time to disassemble now. Cool.
And then
Peace.
just for shits, I'm gonna go down because like fucking raptors had feathers and shit. A lot of dinosaurs had feathers. I would pick a feather up and go, bingo, dino DNA.
I hate you.
Just-
Motherfucker. I was half expecting you to say you were gonna build a park with like actual dinosaur blood.
I just put that quote with
That's
actual
one big.
dino DNA in my hands.
That's one big pile of shit.
Okay, my second charge. Fuck. I would probably even though this time period is really fucked, I kind of wanted to just see what it's all about. Just literally any time during the Dark Ages. So let's just say the 1300s.
Okay. I fucks with that answer. I fucks with that answer.
That's like I've read a lot of shit about history. Like that's like especially in Europe, like that's the
Mhm.
darkest fucking time to live in. Like just because disease and like famine and
Witch hunts.
witch hunts and like hung, drawn, and quartered. Of what do you call those rallies? I guess executions. Like hygiene. Oh God, bo, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I can't even imagine this.
But
I can't even imagine.
just to see I'm like, okay, did all this horrible shit really happen? And I feel like I'd only be there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, I want to go home. But like, yeah, I just want to see what all that's about. But yeah, probably in terms of place, I would probably, I'll fucking go to, let's just say, fucking London. That's the heart of the bubonic plague, I guess. Where that
Okay.
So fuck it.
Cool.
Bring a
Then
Glock.
Dude, I'm gonna bring technology and I'll be a witch.
Hell yeah.
But my third and final, good God, probably, fuck, I don't even know. Probably, I would 1969 to watch the moon landing. I think that'd be pretty cool,
Oh, that's a good answer.
and that'd be just an interesting time to go back to.
Mhm.
American,
I dig it.
really.
Yeah.
So-
I would definitely drop some acid and watch the moon landing. Fuck yeah.
Dude.
Fuck yeah.
And I want to just tell people that think the moon landing is bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I was fucking there. Like, I could tell CGI. Like, I'm from 2020, bitch. I could tell that shit.
What kills me about the moon landing is it costed more to fake it than to actually do
Yeah.
it. And like people are still like CGI. And there's
Yeah.
guys, you're not astrophysicists. Please stop talking.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But yeah, that's a good set of answers, Kate. I dig that, especially the moon landing one and the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages was an interesting one. I would definitely bring some protection. And a gas mask and guns.
I'm wearing Kevlar and a gas mask and bringing at least a couple shotguns.
There you go. All right, Kemper. I'm interested to hear your 3 choices.
I have a pretty good guess.
Fuck was that?
That was the... Oh Jesus. We're in for a ride.
I just want someone to laugh with.
I really do. Well, so my first choice, I was thinking about. I gotta see or like stop Mary from cheating on Joseph. So I gotta check that out.
Is that your parents?
Mary and Joseph.
No. Mother,
Right.
the
Jesus.
father and mother of Jesus, dude. Come on. Dude, didn't you go to Sunday school? What the
I
fuck?
didn't actually. Can you not tell that I didn't go to fucking Sunday school? Roger was like, "Hey, do you want to go?" Nah. He's like, "All right, go."
So I gotta prove that she a hoe.
Okay.
I gotta just see.
You're gonna catch her in 4K.
I'm gonna catch her straight on 4K.
Upload it to the hub when you get back.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
No.
So
Oh man.
does that even count as blasphemy if I'm not talking about if I'm talking about his mother and not him? Does that count? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't fucking
But,
I don't know. I don't understand the rules of the religions.
What was the other one? Oh yeah, I gotta go back to 9/11,
Of course.
and I have to go see if there were actually people saying that there's bombs planted there. I gotta see if that was legit or not. I got end the conspiracy, or just know for myself. I mean, I feel like that would be a pretty good one. But
I know for a fact if Kemper went back, the actual cause, it would be a whole butterfly effect thing.
oh my god.
Maybe
I know how it'll go down.
Maybe that was maybe if I end up getting a teleporter, and
Hey,
yeah, damn.
don't knock it till you try it.
What else was I gonna do? I mean, there's the obvious one, make yourself rich. Fuck that. No, we're accepting Hitler into art school.
Hey, there you go. Yo, I bet that would have a dramatic shift in the fucking tone of the 1940s.
1940s will not be lit.
Honestly,
I mean, they
we
kinda
might be
were.
if that ended up happening, our civilization might not be up to date with everything we have now,
You're not right.
all the
True.
advancements in
Not wrong.
technology.
Yeah, not wrong. Wartime has innovation.
Because we got
That's
the car, the bug.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Tons of shit came out of the 40s for sure, and the 50s.
I think
as well.
the car was in 1929.
I don't know. I don't know.
I thought you said the car, and I'm like, nah.
I mean, if we're talking automobiles, that was in the
No,
late
that was-
1800s.
I'm talking about the car, the bug car. It's the type of car, the bug car that Hitler made.
Are you talking about the Volkswagen Beetle?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay.
I is dumb.
the bug. I was like, what car?
You know that car with the fucking eyelashes.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought you were talking about the Henry Ford. That's what I thought you were referring to at first when you were talking about cars.
So, Kemper's choices involved
Conspiracy theories.
well, not only that, 9/11, Jesus, and Hitler.
I'd say that's hella variety.
That's
Big
Kemper.
three.
Kemper made those choices. That's fucking.
So far, Kemper's in the lead for the most interesting trip.
For the
Even
most
though
Kemper answer.
Even though Kade saw dinosaurs and then his body promptly disassembled from the radiation. If you guys have seen Chernobyl, you know what I'm talking about. I haven't seen it yet, but I watched a scene.
Bro, so
It was horrifying. All right, Tim, moving on. I would like to hear your answers.
Pretty selfish, but I would go to two different times of history. The .com fall, where all the tech stocks went down dramatically. But I would do it in a very particular way, because obviously if you go back in time and you try to invest, it's kind of impossible to do that because you have to show records of birth and such, right? So I would go to my old family members and slip a note into their binding or their folders of investments and such. They would be like, what the fuck is this? And I don't know how I would do it, but it would just be a very clue of these certain tech stocks and they would invest in it because it translates to now, for me at least. And then going back to the 2008 bubble and invest in Tesla when it was at $10, when it was at $10 a share, and now it's 800. But anyway, and then I guess just I'm not really like third one. It was like going back to like family, because I don't have family. Just seeing like what my family was like, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. For sure.
What would you write in that note to prove that it was you, or to prove like, because if someone said invest in this, fuck you, like I'm just gonna throw it away. Like I'm not gonna. What are you gonna write down?
I would
just
have
say,
to
trust me.
Lol, trust.
That's the thing. I would have to like go back in time, wait a while to like know what their language, how they talked, and be like, do this and you make money. I don't know how I would do it, but I would figure out a clever way to slip a note in there, because I know my family well, or at least my tendencies.
I know for a fact you're just gonna write "trust me" on the note in really shitty cursive. I know that's what you're gonna end up doing.
He's gonna misspell one of those words.
Trust me. We love you, Tim. We're not kidding. Obviously.
Okay. All right. Okay. So before we move on, sorry, Tim. Before we move on, Trimmy and Brent, I'm really hoping one of you guys is gonna bite the bullet and say you're gonna go back in time to where your grandfather existed, but before he met your grandmother, and you kill him. And so then, therefore, you're never born, right? Because he never meets your grandmother, he never gives birth to your mom or dad, and then you don't exist, right? But then, since you don't exist, then who goes back in time to kill your grandfather? It's a fucking paradox. What happens? What happens?
I mean, so that would actually create a branch timeline.
Yeah.
So, like, the timeline you came from remain intact, but then you would make this separate timeline where then I would become a tyrannical ruler. I'm actually kind of down. I'm actually kind of down. Good job, Kade.
Justified.
Got you.
Yeah. All right, Trimmy, let's hear it.
Okay, so technically I have 4 because I knew I'd go last for some reason. I just had the time to think. So my first one obviously stopped myself from being born. Maybe not the grandpa way, but like slide a condom next to my dad. You know, everybody benefits in the long run.
Jesus
so
Christ.
We'll go with that first.
I hate your first answer already.
I don't like it.
We'll go back. We'll start further back in time and work our way up. So my first one would be to go and witness the miracle of the sun, if any of you know what that is. Because
Like
it
the
always
planet,
fascinated
like the
me.
sun, or
No, have you ever heard of the Lady of Fatima? Or Fatima? I don't know how to pronounce it.
no.
So it was classified eventually as a miracle by the church. But these 3 kids growing up during World War I, they saw the Virgin Mary 3 times, and then she said, gather a crowd of people, I'm going to turn the sky to fire, or something like that. And apparently the sun came closer to the earth, or something happened. There's a lot of differing accounts. There were thousands of people there. Like, the ground was wet, and it was dry by the end of it. A ton of different people said a ton of different things about it. I just always thought it was fascinating. I'd love to.
That does sound fascinating. Isn't there? I feel like there's a movie or something about that I saw a trailer for. Something about the
They just made a movie for it, and I'm really upset because I said if I was ever a director, I'd take a skeptic's approach to this, but they ruined it. They made a movie about it already.
Is it a Christian movie?
I'm pretty sure, but they stole my thunder anyway, so fuck it.
When did this take place?
I believe it's in World War I. I don't know what time. Like, what year exactly? I'll look it up more, like...
1917. Or
That-
1914.
That reminds me of another time. Sorry for interrupting real quick.
No,
Reminds me of another time. It happened in China, but I think it was like in the 1200s or 1300s or whatever. There was a record of a nearby star going supernova. And it basically was almost as bright as the sun itself. And so it's basically like two suns in the sky, and then at night it was like it wasn't nighttime for like almost like 2 weeks or something like that, because a star went supernova like a bunch of light years away, and it just illuminated the entire sky.
That's
So
fucking.
I think that would be fucking cool to see.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Sorry.
a really cool answer, Trimmy. Go for it.
Yeah, so turns out I forgot what time goes which. My other one is before World War One, actually. It would be to stop Woodrow Wilson from becoming president, which would allow Theodore Roosevelt to become president again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All that has
Big Teddy.
Yes, that would end World War One faster, and I think it would help improve relations enough to maybe make World War II a little less of a fiasco.
I feel bad for the poor man.
If America enters the war, 2 or 3 years earlier, because Woodrow Wilson, besides being a racist fuck, he rolled up to like the conferences during World War One once America showed up, and he's like, "We're gonna make the League of Nations. I have all these points," and everybody's like, "Can you fuck off?"
Yeah.
But imagine if Theodore Roosevelt entered the war 2 or 3 years earlier, and then he showed up, a commanding presence. America would be set on stage to become a superpower a few years earlier. It just changes the outlook of the world. There was a video on Alternate History Hub about it that's like half an hour long. It would go into more depth than I ever could.
That's sick. Very sick answer.
My second one, same kind of line, but I guess it would have to be a different timeline. I'd have to do one or the other. Also with Hitler, but the Operation Valkyrie plot succeeding and him dying during that, and the military taking over.
Tom Cruise doesn't get the gun squad.
Yeah.
Exactly. World War II ends, 2 years earlier, at least a year earlier. Like, they would have ended the war. They would have surrendered, and then they could have focused everything on Japan. Germany wouldn't have been such a shit show. They might not have had to split Berlin between the Allies, and then that would
Cold War.
Exactly. That might have changed the Cold War a bit, because there wouldn't really be a front for the Cold War. It would be Russia on one side, America on the other, and all these nations that they have no interest in the middle.
Now that's really cool as well. I've heard several theories that people claim that Hitler actually did die in that bombing, the Valkyrie operation.
I mean, like, it's okay to be wrong, but
I know, right? I didn't. You have to take it with a grain of salt, obviously. And there's no evidence to support.
Was there? This is probably a stupid question, but like, was there actual proof of Hitler killing himself? Like, was there a body and showing that it was him? Because like, there's like theories that he like had like a stunt double or something kill himself.
Went to Argentina. I've heard that.
Yeah, the Argentina one's popular.
Like, do you guys think that is like realistic, or do you guys think
it's possible? It's possible.
I don't think so, but I mean, it is. I
think Hitler saw what happened to Benito.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I am way worse than him, so fuck that.
Yeah.
And then he was off himself. That's
imagine what would have happened to Hitler if he was caught.
It would have been fucking brutal.
A lot would have
fucking brutal. What would have happened?
And it's not the Americans catching him who are just going to arrest him. It's the Russians catching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Russians might not let him get to trial. They might just kill him right there.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, they might let him live throughout all of that shit. Barely.
They would be torturing him for sure.
Oh,
well,
100%.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay. It sounded like they wanted him to live with them.
Oh no,
No.
Killing him would be too easy. He would have it too easy.
If the Americans got there, he's arrested. Right to jail. Right to jail.
Go to jail. Bonk.
Bonk.
Does not
bonk. Go to racist jail.
Go to racist jail. Bonk.
Did you have a fourth one? Did you say you had 4, Trimmy?
Yeah, my fourth one was stopping my birth, and then there were the other 3.
Okay. You had to throw that in there. All right.
I mean, I'm sure I could think of some other ones, but
by far the most creative answers, and I dig that.
I try my best.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it. So I have some interesting ones as well.
I'm ready.
So I would do a round. So my first stop would be the Italian Renaissance around 15 maybe, and just fucking party my ass off at some fucking masquerades. Just get fucked up on Italian wine and, you know, go to town, right?
Robes.
Nice.
So that would be my fun stop. So my
You would be robe man.
I would be the robe man. I would have a Reaper mask. It would be
Ooh.
the shit. We will have a story about that sometime. Don't you worry. We'll have robe man. We have not forgotten, and we're really sad that you never accepted our friend requests on PlayStation.
Ouch.
Please love us back, please. Anyways, so my second stop. This one's a little bit more dark. Obviously, I just partied my ass off in the Italian. So I make my way up to like 1975, and I'm going to capture and torture the shit out of Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Free Dawn.
Okay.
Until they beg me to take their life, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that, all right, yeah, right.
That's great.
A little
I love
darker.
that. That's
A little
great.
I love
darker,
that.
yeah. A little darker.
But you're having fun still, right?
Right, exactly.
Because you can get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Can I come with you? Like, can I help?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
That'd be
no,
great.
round trip dinosaurs and murder. Let's fucking do it.
Fuck yeah. Black Plague.
Hell yeah. Dude, just give him the bubonic.
Oh,
I got the boom. What the fuck?
ring
Okay, no,
around.
all right. So we do it to these three, and then we take an additional fourth trip back, and then fuck with H.H. Holmes. Just
Yes.
prank and torture the shit out of that guy to make him think.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, just mental games with that guy, because that guy
Wait,
was
you gotta figure
fucking
out.
horrible.
You have to figure out who the fuck Jack the Ripper is.
That would,
Oh.
I thought about that when we were sitting here brainstorming that, but I feel like that would take too much time, and I'm here to have fun. This is a time traveling story. So,
Mhm.
no, in all
Cap-
seriousness, I think that would be a really interesting one, Jack the Ripper, to go down that, just to be there that night, because it was all like one summer that happened. Like 3 or 4 of the murders were all like within a week, I believe, like two in one or 3 in one night, I think.
When I met you.
Or 2, no, it was 2 in one night. There's a whole story about the Jack the Ripper
Mhm.
investigation, I guess you could say, even though it's like fucking 200 years old now.
Yeah.
But then after I've had my dark twisted, I'm gonna go to, like Tim said, I'm gonna go to, like, I don't know what year exactly, but I'm gonna meet myself, right? And I'm gonna manipulate my younger self into investing in Bitcoin and fucking starting to play tennis early. You bitch ass. You would have been really fucking good if you started before you were 18. You
Yeah.
dickhead. Yeah. So essentially, I would save my selfish trip for very last, and and then I would be rich and possibly a collegiate / pro tennis player, and yeah. So that kind of rounded out my trip.
Nice.
I feel like if I would have started golf earlier as well, I could have
Mhm.
been really good.
Yeah, because I didn't start until I was like fucking 17, maybe even 16. I started like hitting against the against my garage door, and I just really liked it. And yeah, if I would have started that shit when I was like 5 or 6, never know. But yeah, that was kind of my idea where my headspace was at. Trimmy had by far the most fucking
Yeah.
cool answers for sure.
Anything history related, Trim is gonna
Yeah.
fuck up.
Oh
I
yeah,
try,
for sure.
I try my best. I try not to be basic with World War I and II stuff, but I think in regards to us,
Mhm.
that's the stuff that would change the most. And funny
sure.
enough, none of us went to the future. We never
Right.
went straight to the past. We could have went 100
Oh,
years
wow.
in the future.
I didn't even think of that.
I did not. When I think of time travel, I think back.
Exactly.
me
but
too.
imagine what could happen in the future. We could get beans. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Man,
I hate
what
you.
is with this meme? I don't
I hate
get it.
you all.
I do. If I wanted to go back, if I wanted to go into the future, I would go 3.8 billion years into the future to see the Andromeda Galaxy at our front door. Because it would, like, Andromeda Galaxy and Milky Way Galaxy is slowly colliding, and at that time, Andromeda Galaxy is going to be like straight up like in the skybox. Like you'll be able to see it fully, and I think that'd be super fun.
Skybox, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Video games.
I wonder if
That's
that
actually a really cool answer.
I wonder
What's
what
up?
happens if like that happens. Would planets collide?
Yes. With
I mean,
we're talking about such massive volumes.
There's so much space in between planets
Yeah.
and stuff. It'd still be very kind of not likely that planets were going to collide, or even ours. But
there would be
Oh
some.
yeah,
though.
there would be some
Planetoids, not like huge,
Yeah.
No, I
gas
was just
giants.
curious.
And yeah, no, for sure. That's fucking astronomy for you. It's blows my mind.
Space is.
That's
That's
I'd love.
billions of years.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
a
we're-
long ass
I
time.
feel like we're probably gonna not be alive by then.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
I mean, I'll be. I'm gonna live forever, guys.
Oh,
I don't know if you've
okay.
heard
Gotcha.
this. I don't know if you've heard this. I'm gonna be immortal. But anyways,
but what's your method of living forever, though?
well, I'm gonna go into the future and figure out the cure to immortality, dumbass. No.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
If I was gonna go into the future, I would find the year that they make the the most advanced, fully functional Gundam mech suit, and I'm taking that shit. I'm taking that shit home. Might do some conquering. Who knows?
Gonna put it in the garage.
Just gonna put it in the garage. Make us shout outs to that fucking super underrated cartoon. If anyone's ever heard of that. Yeah. So that was our fun time travel segment. I'm actually very curious to hear what Jake would do with his 3 charges of time travel. We'll have to ask him for you guys. In the meantime, we're gonna take a break. So we'll see you back and sign off. Anyways. And we're back. Hi guys, what's going on? Anyways, we are gonna have some quick sign-offs. I have been. Hold on.
I've been. What does this mean?
Hold on. We forgot something very important.
What?
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 Stop. What?
Okay, I was just trolling you guys. We didn't. So we're gonna sign off here. And I have been your host, Goonie. You can follow me on Twitter at GoonieBags with an underscore and a Z. And also, I am the co-owner of an esports org named Empire with a Y. Definitely follow us on Twitter. We have some really awesome news. We have a really great Rocket League team that's killing it right now. And we are in the process of dipping our toes into CSGO. So got some cool stuff going on. All right, Kade, where can they find you?
You could find me where I live. The door's sometimes locked, but
You heard it here, everyone.
if you knock, I'll let you in. But for security reasons, I won't say my address. But I will give you my Instagram and my Twitter, and that's Kade_runner2049. That's a Blade Runner reference in case you didn't notice. But
Wow.
I just had to put that out there as well. Sorry. That's it. Finn.
All right, Kemper, where can they find you? Reverse Grandma.
You can find me at Reverse Grandma on Instagram and woke_and_weird on Instagram. And what the fuck else? I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I'm tired.
I can tell. You
Yeah.
okay? You okay, buddy?
You tired.
I think we're all about to go to fucking bed as soon as we turn off these screens. But
I'm going to bed soon.
Tim, our lovely producer, where can we find you?
You guys can follow me at TimboSlicePro on Instagram, and make sure you guys check out our YouTube channel to see our lovely faces.
Hell yeah.
Welcome Weird Podcast.
Mm-hmm. All right, Trimmy.
So, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Austin Trimnall, but I'll be warned. I only give the hottest takes, so like if you're a pussy, don't fucking follow me.
Yes.
And as always, my
You
cat's
picked up what I
name
was
is-
putting down, and I'm so proud.
Yes, and as always, my cat's name is Midnight.
Aw, midnight.
You-
I like it.
You have my spiel memorized now. Let's fucking go. All right, guys. We had fun tonight. Catch you back next Monday. All right, boys.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Beans, what the fuck?